Hard to believe, but this is it. This is the very last section of Learning Target 12. Just 3 sections, 3 parts, remember? So first we talked about that x coordinate is cosine, y is a sine. And then the second session we talked about, hey, if we tell you that cosine is -1/2, you should be able to give us 2 angles, right? There's always going to be 2 solutions, 2 pi over 3 and what is it? 4 pi over 3. Oh, you don't see it there, 4 pi over 3. Now, this part in the section 3, I know it says solve. We are not grabbing your calculator, no way. So the calculator we only used for coterminal in the first section, if you recall, remember? So the only time we use calculator is to do coterminal, but this part we're solving. I would say there are only 2 steps. Yes, we're solving. Yes, we want everything else. We're solving for x, but we're not getting rid of everything. Just always either see if there's something to add or subtract first. First, add or subtract. Depends on what you have to do, right? Then divide or multiply, but that won't happen much, so I'm just gonna put it in parentheses. So first you add or subtract, then you divide. Probably you will have to divide. And then just look in the chart, really. Then it goes back to like section 2, where you have the angle, look for the angle. Oh, I guess we should do this, huh? Number 3, look for the angle, but remember, don't forget 2 solutions. Oh my gosh, I don't like my writing here, but bottom line, exact same thing. You're solving for x, but we'll keep the sine, cosine, tangent next to it. Don't forget the 2 solutions at the end. So this is all I mean. You know what though? I'm gonna start from B because 1 is kind of a special case. I'll come back to it a little bit later. So let's look at B. So is there something to add or subtract? Yes, that 1. So we're gonna subtract, right? Subtract 1. So that's gone. 2 cosine x equals -1. Is there something to divide or multiply? Yeah, the 2. Done. You see, this kind of like goes back to our other section with cosine of x is -1/2. So cosine is the x coordinate. Where is -1/2? -1/2. Ooh, I see it right there. At 2 pi over 3. Now remember 2 solutions, so it's actually right there. 4 pi over 3. So x is 2 pi over 3 or 4 pi over 3. Done. So let's do this one more time. Is there something to add or subtract? Yes, the root 2. Done. So now we have 2 cosine x is root 2. Is there something to divide? Yes, the 2. Okay, that's it. So we got cosine of x is root 2 over 2. See, we're not using calculator at all. Root 2 over 2. Where is root 2 over 2? Here's root 2 over 2. We need one more root 2 over 2. Here's root 2 over 2. So always look for 2 solutions. So it's either pi over 4 or root 2 over 2 right there. 7 pi over 4. Good. Let's do D. Is there something to add or subtract? Sure, there is a -1. Is there something to divide or multiply? Nope, we already got it. So cosine of x is -1. So cosine is the x coordinate. Look for the -1 in the x coordinate. You see, there is only 1. So it's only pi. Remember the other section? I added that extra part. We always have 2 solutions except sine x1, cosine x1, cosine x negative 1, sine x negative 1. So except for ones and negative ones, you always have two solutions, including zeros. That's kind of why I skipped A in the beginning. So if I go back to A, is there something to add? Sure, there's 1. Gone. Sine x is 1. Oh, that's a 1. Right? Go back here. Sine x is 1. Sine is 1 right there. That is the only one we have, which is pi over 2. So just like the other section, always look for, don't forget two solutions, except sine, cosine at 1, or sine, cosine at negative 1. Whoa, I don't know what happened to my writing today. I need to like warm up. All right, let's do E. Is there something to add or subtract? Yes, negative 4. So 4 sine x equals 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Is there something to divide? Yes, 4. Sine x is negative 1. So then you go to the chart. Sine is the y. Look for the y at negative 1. Right there. It's always cosine, then sine. So 3 pi over 2. This one only has one solution. Let's do F. I think I like F. All right, so subtract 2 sine x is negative root 3. But here's the fun part. We have to divide it by, oh, never mind. I thought it was going to be a fun question, but no. It's just regular. Negative root 3 over 2. Oh, sine is the y, so look for the y at negative root 3 over 2. Negative root 3 over 2 and the y. There, here it is. Here's sine, here's cosine. So right there at 5 pi over 3 or 4 pi over 3. So here 5 pi over 3 is negative root 3 over 2 or 4 pi over 3. Pi over, no, 5 pi over 3 or 4 pi over 3. I don't know why I have such bad time writing right now. Sorry. Now, please remember to pause. Pause the video, copy whatever you have to write down. If I'm going too fast, I already talked, so now you can pause and copy. I want to do one where 0. Ooh, look, right away I got the one with a 0 right there. So I want to do this one. Is there anything to add or subtract? No. Is there something to divide? Yes, this 6. Sine x is 0 divided by 6. It would be really sad if you need to use calculator. It's 0. So this is a tricky question. Why? Because we still have two solutions. Sine is 0. So we're looking for y at 0. Here's 0. Here's pi. Two solutions. X could be either 0 or the pi. Cool? Let's do H and call it a day. Here, is there something to add? Yes, then 9. Is there something to divide? Yes, then 10. Oh no. I don't know why I keep thinking these are going to turn out to be 0. This is still 10 over 10 is 1. So it's 1 is a special one. Ooh, that's a good way to remember. 1 solution. Got it? Everything else have two solutions. If you get 1 solution. Or negative 1. So cosine is x. Where is x at 1? Just here at 0. Cosine. There. So 0. There you have it. I think you should have a pretty good idea now. And if you have any question, please email me. Bye-bye. Good luck on the skill check.